Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. And to formally start this session, we have Ms. Paula Vicente, the Product Manager of Fujitsu Scanners, to talk about Introduction to Fujitsu High-Speed Document Scanners.
Good afternoon. So I would like to start first by WSI. Thank you for allowing us to present our product with our reseller. So it will be a short slot for Fujitsu Scanner. So it will be more on introduction and more or less explain the selling concept or the importance of the machine in midst of our ECQ or pandemic situation we have right now. So to start, so ito po yung mga usual topics. So I will be running through very quickly, but of course I will be providing the more important information sa inyo. So since this is only a 30-minute slot. So we are Fujitsu, so we are one of the first computer manufacturer in the world. So we are already 85 years in the business in terms of ICT. So here in the slide, Fujitsu, so we are one of Japan's largest ICT company in the world. And also we are present in more than 100 countries. So you will be seeing another company, which is PFU. So PFU, it's also a company under Fujitsu Limited group of companies. So yun po yung pinaka-mother company namin. So PFU, it's a 100% owned Fujitsu company which specializes in the Fujitsu scanner business. So don't be confused. So PFU, they are the organization po in terms of sales and marketing, manufacturing, research and development for the imaging business. So this is the global network of our scanner business. So we are present in all continents, like EMEA, that's European and Middle East, in Asia, in Australia, US, China. So we are na present naman po in all continents. So the history of Fujitsu, so we started the business. So we are one of the pioneer brands to do the business. So we are started our first scanner 1983. So we are more than, I think, 38 years in the business, if I'm not mistaken po, no? So if you can see here in this slide, the 2017 year, we passed the 10 million unit shipment. So it's a global milestone. So that's over 35 years po ng extensive experience of manufacturing the scanner. So we have passed the 10 million unit shipment. So we will continue to innovate our products to catch the yung customers' needs natin. So we are also confident and happy to share with you that since 2019, we are the #1 global image scanner manufacturer in the world. So #1 po kami globally in terms of unit shipment, so from IDC data. So we promise to provide a good value of our product po and continuous research and development to innovate po, yun nga po, to achieve yung customers' needs, changing needs natin. So as Fujitsu Philippines, we've been partnering with WSI, I think, going 6 years. So here in the Philippines, we just celebrated our 45th year this month. So we are one of the ICT companies here in the Philippines. So our main office is in Makati. We have in Santa Rosa, Davao, Clark. So I am part of the Fujitsu Platform Products Group. So I handle the scanner business. So it's 100% channel business. So here's the organization structure. So Fujitsu, we support the DIST, the partners, and the customers. Don't be confused. So yung support po na ginagawa namin is more on technical and other business development. But together with WSI, we let the fulfillment be through to the partners po, na like you na nakaka-attend po ngayon dito sa ating session. So on the topics proper po, so what are these kind of products po? So we call them high-speed document scanner. So it's usually used for business document capture with an objective of archiving your documents. So ang pinaka-differentiator niyan compared 3-in-1 and mga copier, meron po tayong automatic document feeder that takes care of the batch scanning. So pag mga consumer, you might not get or scan 1,000 documents a day. So medyo mahirap yan. And also, it serves an entry point to other solution offering. So it has a twin and ISIS driver, so compliant po kami dyan. So these drivers can complement third-party software. So what are those? So ang pinaka-major solution that can complement the scanner, it's the document management system. So yun po. WSI, I think they also have this product. No? So for us, we complement with other software para po makumpleto yung buong sistema. So DMS, part po, yung scanner po, it's part of the whole DMS ecosystem yan. So to give clarification, I have given this slide to compare what is document scanner versus multifunction printers, yung mga 3-in-1 or yung mga copier. So these are one of the major differences. So in terms of document feeding, for 3-in-1 and copier, sometimes we have back-to-back documents. So dalawang effort po if 3-in-1 and copier. So dalawa po yung effort because you have to manually i-change yung position para mas-scan yung both sides. But for scanner, since dalawa po yung capturing device niya sa loob, in one pass, can already do duplex scanning in one pass. So ano naman po yan, basic specification naman po yan sa mga document scanner. And image preview function, so sa copier, you may not be able to have a preview of the scanned documents agad-agad. You have to go back to your workplace, so it's also an effort. Sa scanner kasi, usually the setup is naka-install po sa workstation yung scanner. So upon scanning, you might be able to see the image immediately. So you can see if, for example, if you have scanned 50 documents, so ma-QA mo or ma-quality check mo agad through the software kung 50 images din yung na-scan niya. So ito, na third one, it's very important, the basic image settings. So yung mga auto size detection, auto color detection. So for multifunction printer, they will be needing a third party or another solution to do this. But for document scanners, like for Fujitsu, basic lang po yan. So it's for example, yung mga auto color, it can be done automatically naman with the software or driver na naka-install with the scan. So hopefully this is clear. So yan po yung mga pinaka-major differentiator po if you will be compared by multifunction printers or copier. And one thing also, mas maliit, based on our experience, smaller file size po ang po-provide na output ng scanner compared sa mga 3-in-1. So that's based on our mga POC experience namin. So this is the current range of document scanners that we have under Wordtext Systems Inc. So we carry the FI and the Scan Partner or SP series. So we categorize the models according to use, like decentralized and centralized. So decentralized in terms of speed or technical, so mga 30 to 80 pages per minute. So ang setup, you will be having your own desktop, you'll have your own scanner, or pwedeng birth department meron sila. So yung susunod po, it's decentralized. So from the root word central, so more on production use po ito. So kung makikita nyo po, we have yung 7900 which can accommodate 140 pages per minute. Yan po yung pinaka-flagship model namin. So to be able to probe the most suitable scanner model, ang pinaka-important points to ask the client is the size of the document. So in terms of size, we can cater up to A3. For the volume, it's very important. What's their daily target volume? That's important. The status or the actual status of the documents, baka po kasi merong brittled or very old. So usually we don't let that pass in the ADF, baka kasi mapunit. That's why we have models that have flatbed to cater those kind of documents. So we also have passport scanner. So we have two, C800R, which is the 40 ppm, and it's the smallest 40 ppm scanner in the market right now. So dual yan. So you can scan. Kung may makikita po kayong parang butas dito sa baba, yan po yung slot to scan the passport. And then the upper, that's where you can scan the documents. But for hotel, so usually pag passport lang po talaga, we have the dedicated flatbed itself, the 65F. And we also have a networkable scanner. So it's the same setup po ng mga copier. So nandyan na rin po yung uh, application sa loob. So parang ang setup niya is parang sa copier. So yan po, these ang most models that are available with Wordtext or WSI is the SP series. So may mga stocks po sila niyan. 7140, 7160, and 7480, and the 800R. If you have questions, yun po, meron po silang stock niyan. So some will be order basis po. So in terms of use, so lahat naman po ng verticals or industries can use the scanner because documents are important no, to run the business because documents have substantial information to continue the process. So like what's happening now, we are quite limited on the process because some of the information were left in the office, yung mga hard copies. So hindi natutuloy yung mga ibang proseso. So nai-interfere no. So that's why yon medyo uh, suitable yung solution, yung simple solution. So I highlight three major industries. So later we will discuss kung bakit. So these are financial, government, and healthcare. So ayan. So why, ito po yung pinaka-major users na ngayon ng mga ganitong sistema no, or the scanner or the DMS itself. So for government, since government and banking hindi nagkakalayo because multi-installed, so parang different offices tumatanggap ng mga madaming dokumento. So for government, they have their own practice no how to scan their documents. So usually yung mga records natin with SSS, GSIS, yan yung mga kailangan nilang i-archive. So inaano po nila yan sa system. So for banks, FSI, bakit po namin naisama to? Because Bangko Sentral of the Philippines or BSP is mandating all financial institutions. So these are not limited to banks. So pawn shop man yan, stocks, lahat. So meron po kasing isang statement doon na they have to save and archive documents po no, per transaction. So I think a minimum of 500 transaction po, 500,000 transaction, the bank should have a copy of it. For healthcare, yan medyo na-appreciate natin no, yung itong industry ngayon. So ito po talaga yung pinaka-busy sa as of the moment. So si PhilHealth, meron din po yung compliance. So meron po tayong e-claims requirement. So before, the hospital do the manual reimbursement with PhilHealth to PhilHealth. But now, meron pong sistema yan. So in order for to, syempre, yung mga documents po or attachment ng isang patient, nagiging entry point po ang scanner. So from scanner, i-scan po nila yan, tapos papadala po yan sa sistema ng PhilHealth. So major user po ang healthcare niyan. So wala pong pwedeng tumakas dyan kasi kailangan po yung e-claim. So sa lahat po yan. So banks, kailangan po yan. So sa BPO, these are the companies that provide scanning services. So yung mga kung merong piso print, meron din pong piso scan. So if you are willing to check this out, this kind of new business to your portfolio, magandang idea din po ito. So yan, BPO. So usually the company will buy the scanner and they will provide the scanning services. So ito po yung mga usual problems no that why we need to digitize no or to adapt the digitization concept. So kung makita nyo, it's all cost and compliances. So if cost, so it's important na at least merong makapag-ano. And yung loss and misfiled documents, so from that, nasa-stop yung process, information loss, and kailangan po ng compliance po, no? Masunod yung mga compliances na sinabi ko na i-share ko po sa inyo, like sa PhilHealth and sa banking, the AMLA, that's Anti-Money Laundering Act ng BSP. So if you want to target new customers, so pwede po kami mag-recommend, pwede po sa hospital, just go to PhilHealth office, ask them if they are already complying the e-claims requirement. So if you also want to create new opportunities, just go to any enterprise or SME companies, go to the accounting department, tell them if they are already following the BIR mandate. So BIR is asking to archive and retain the 5 to 10 years of financial documents. So depende po yan. So kailangan po yan. Wala pong nakakatakas sa BIR. So even as individuals have to comply. So yun po yung mga practices that we can share with you, po no, to create opportunities for the scanners. So these are the solution no. So very simple lang po yung approach namin in how we can help the customers pain points. So we have the scanner. The scanner has its own driver and application, and of course the local storage. So hindi naman po namin nilimit ang Fujitsu, but we also have, but of course kung ano po yung ino-offer ninyo. So the document scanner and the application nakabundle po ya as productized offering, so wala pong lisensya po. So in one scanner, meron pong nakabundle na software and driver dyan. So ito po yung workflow niyan. So the scanner inputs, no, siya po, of course, siya po yung nagiging entry point from hard copy to soft copy. And then the software will help to extract or convert it to digital. So usually, yun po, upon scanning, you need to get or extract additional information. So ang pinaka-simple, it's the OCR. So of course, if you want your document to be OCR, so searchable na po yung mga text, no? So para po in a later use, you can find it. So yun po yung pinaka-simpleng document management. Kasi ang flow lang naman ng document management system is the scanner, the soft copy, tapos pwede mo na siyang ma-archive. So to put it in a very simple idea, yung po ang document management system na na-archive mo yung documents after scanning. So of course, there are many ways to do or handle your documents. You want to separate, to save it within your own workstation, to cloud. So yung mga integration na po, dyan na po pwedeng lumabas yung mga solution ng mga reseller like you. So kung meron po kayong mga other third-party application, ERP, yan pwede rin po yung i-connect, no, i-complement. So the scanner will just serves as an entry point to connect with other third-party application. So, yung digital transformation po, so medyo gamit na gamit yan sa IT world ngayon. So, sinasabi lang po dito sa slide is that information capture can be done, of course, by using the scanner because it's an entry point. So, if you have the information, the business process will continue, 'di ba? So nagiging key enablers ang digitization sa digital transformation because if the information is readily available, if the process is efficient. So kaya nagkakaroon ng digital transformation or nagpo-plan ng digital transformation ang company, it's to provide efficiency, no, ng internal process nila. So these are the benefits. So of course, if you have the the soft copy, improve yung workflow, mas yun nga po sinabi ko, visible, efficient, and of course, may nasusunod kayong compliance. So from this, we enhance our internal or external customer experience. So that's yun po yung mga selling concepts that we can share with you. But we would like you to, of course, focus doon sa mga nasabi namin. But if you want nga to create other opportunities, yun po yung nasabi namin sa BIR po, no. So ito po yung paper stream. So si paper stream, it's also developed and owned by Fujitsu. So ito po yung pangalan ng driver and application. So from the scanner, meron siyang driver. So the driver, siya po yung nag-set kung anong settings ng document, kung anong file type yan. Tapos yung sorting and indexing, it's the capturing software or paper stream pa rin, which act as the middleware that can connect with yun nga po with any other application. And you utilize the transfer of your document. So basically, sa workstation, unang-una. So the driver can do this. So from very noisy documents, so nag-accumulate po yan ng malaking size. So from by default, kung makikita niyo yung paper stream IP, it can provide a much clearer output. So in terms of storage, mas maliit yung size niyan. So yun po. So of course, these are other settings that you can do. If you want color, grayscale, black and white, pwede naman pong i-auto yan. Lahat po yan, it's auto. Automatic po yan. Yung mga rare sizes, yan pwede pong i-capture. Tapos yung mga, ano po, no, hole punch removal, pwede rin po. We can also clear the watermarks. So, nag-accumulate kasi din yan ng size. So, for example, itong isang original ano po ito, scan or setup po. So from this, using the PaperStream IP driver, nakapag-provide ng clearer copy. Tapos kung makikita nyo po dito sa baba, we are the lowest provider na nakapag-provide ng pinakamababang output. So importante po yan. Of course, we don't want na nagsasuffer din ang storage requirement ng client po. So, ito po sa clean up. So, yung clean up, it's very important kasi if you need clean up, before you can extract certain information, like yung mga kanina, yung mga noisy, hindi mo kasi makukuha yung mga information pag hindi ganito ka-clear, no, yung mga documents. So, ito yung mga before images, like ito, may mga background na black, may dotted, may stamp, tapos kung ano pang watermark. So, the driver can do the clean up so that para ma-OCR mo yung mga characters needed. So, image processing po ang tawag doon. So, we can also provide multi-output. Yan. So, very usually sa mga BPO companies naman po yan. So, ito po yung itsura ng paper stream capture. So, very straightforward po yung namin, application. Wala po masyadong buttons. So, yan po. Usually, you just need to create profiles so that you have customized settings for each setting. So, there are only 6 steps to do this. Ayan. So, hindi ko na po itatakil para at least po makita nyo lang po, no, kung ano po yung nagagawa ng software namin. So, you can do uh, the filing output, how you want to customize the naming convention, how to separate. So marami pong ways to separate, no? So for example, sa accounting and HR, you want to separate sa HR you want to separate your filing according to name ng client. As long as structured yung document or fixed yung positioning, we can do that. So kung may mga partners po ngayon na you want an SDK, we can provide po. Madali po kami kausap sa SDK. We just hindi po namin nililimit. We just need to to agree on kung saan niyo po siya gagamitin. So we can provide this. And we have our central admin. So this is basically for multi-install base. So para na mo-monitor, no? So maganda to sa mga banking and government kasi sila yung may mga LGU. So pag may mga multi-install base, you want to monitor yung mga scanners deployed. Lalo tayo nationwide deployment and archipelago. So you just have to install this in a separate server para ito yung nakikita, reports, consumable, kung may consumable na nag-error na, so makikita po yan. Location. So part po yan, wala po yung bayad. So it's po yan, kasama po yan sa scanner. So ito pinaka-importante that we can share, it's the solution in action. So this is an actual simple case study in Canada. So Fujitsu Canada, Prodemnity is an insurance company for architectural and engineering clients. So ang objective ni Sir Jeff Aiken from the IT, so they want to have a business continuity. So very in line with the pandemic we are having right now. So ang requirements very simple. They just need to convert to 750,000 pages, no, in 2 months. So ito po yung naging po namin solution. So 750, we divided into 2 months para makuha mo yung total volume per day. So actually medyo sobra pa yan, yung 9 units ng 7160. 7160 can do 6,000 pages a day with a 60 pages per minute, no? So A4 siya. So once, ito po yung naging relevant sa project success. So it can do OCR, of course, the batch scanning ADF, tapos yun nga po yung pag-separate ng documents through automated blank page and whole punch fill-in para makatipid ng storage. Tapos we are empowered with USB 3.0 for faster data. So upon finishing the project, the customer or the organization is very confident that it will continue, the business continuity plan will continue, no. So ito po yung mga naging benefits nila. So they are, yun nga po, aside from the business continuity, like right now yung disaster recovery planning, because they know that the process can continue, no, kasi they have the information. So of course, yung retrieval time from minutes to seconds. Tapos there's a new area, nagkaroon ng additional time for processing ng renewal ng mga clients because if they just need to search the policy number, makikita agad nila yung update noon, tapos sasabihin lang nila agad sa client kung anong update noon. So na-enhance yung customer experience. Just basing, yun nga po, yung gusto namin ipaalam is if the information is readily available, it really enhance the customer experience, whether it's internal customers natin sa company natin or external. So, si Sir Jeff, sabi niya, it's digitization not only improves business processes, but increases the value of information across. So, doon po yun, yung realization that the value of information is very important po. So, yun po, again, digital transformation, they say that na-anticipate po nila, no, and na-embrace nila yung digital transformation just because of uh, uh, adapting the concept of digitization because na-enhance nila yung mga compliance measures, minimize yung risk kasi nga, yun nga yung gusto nila, objective nila is disaster recovery. Mas reduce yung processing error. So, yun po yung mga usual. So actually, yun lang po. Tapos may IPP program po kami for partners. So we will be scheduling na lang po with WSI. So I think you are quite familiar naman po with other partners. So ito po yung ano namin. So 2020 na po kami ngayon. Sorry for that. So ito lang po siya. So we have 4 tiers, register, silver, gold, and platinum. So yun lang po. You can start, if you're a new partner, you can start with as a registered partner. And then for 1 year naman, for example, na-reach mo yung target ng gold, we will be giving parang corporate rebate amounting to what you have achieved. So yan lang po siya. So why are we being chosen? So of course, being the #1 brand in the global market, we promise to provide strong feeding capability of machines. Yun po, we can handle various types of documents. The application that we are carrying with the hardware, it's very powerful and we continue to innovate it. And of course, we promise reliability and durability. So usually pag mga Japanese brands naman po, we are committed to these kinds of ano po, statements. So yun lang po, and I was asked by WSI to include this web. So paki-picture na lang po. So I think this is a feedback form. And hopefully I have shared with you some important information na digitization can be an emerging need after this ECQ because yun nga po, information should be readily available. Lalo ngayon, I think na-adapt na po yung work from home concept. So dapat po meron pong central storage ang mga documents, where to put the documents para at least kahit nasa bahay, we can do our process on our own. So yun lang po, paki-picture na lang po ulit yung link or ano po, ayan. So yan po yung feedback form. So yun lang po, ang promise namin it's the shaping tomorrow with you and it's how we behave, what do we do every day. So we continue to innovate together with the clients and partners.